Big appeal straight away. Ball swinging back in, not out.
Very close. Might just be going down. That's what Daryl Harper's got to consider. Where does it pitch, and has it done too much?
To his 1050s. Dismisses that. Nobody moves in the field. He's gone for 4. Nobody moves again. Just a stretch for Steve Harmison at cover. Michael Vaughan at mid-off just to retrieve. Flurry of boundaries for New Zealand. 298 for 6. In the air, no third man, another boundary. 300 on the board, 302 for 6.
They've done the 300 runs for New Zealand, 302 for 6.
It's going to go for 4. Very stiff Steve Harmison down there at fine leg.
Catch was the cry, but it's gone past the diving gully. Outstretched left hand. Ross Taylor shakes his head. He knows he wasn't in control of that stroke. He gets a boundary nonetheless. Driven in the air, but through the gap and all the way to the boundary for Ross Taylor.
Definite signs that Ross Taylor.
That's a good shot. Down the ground. And all the way. Consecutive boundaries. And this one a beautiful stroke.
The 50-run partnership between...
That's Vettori's area. Mentioned it in the previous over. Anything square the wicket, just behind square on the offside, that's where he loves to play.
Distancing.
Slashed away. There's a man out there, but it's gone so quickly he can't cut it off. Oh, there's only one slip in place. Defensive field, just the one slip. This one went through about second.
Yeah, you can't argue with the field placements, really.
Lovely straight drive again. The 350 comes up for New Zealand. They've made this morning very much their own.
353 now.
He's got that through. That boundary will take him on to 97 and within touching distance now of that much coveted first Test match 100. He's gone for it, and that'll do very nicely. He had the nerve to do it. The celebration started already. It's an early birthday present for Ross Taylor, who's 24 years of age only on this coming Saturday.
Good shot. Seen plenty of strokes down the ground from Ross Taylor. This one slightly more through extra cover, but full face of the bat. No risk involved. Put it away.
It's over, fellas, and lunch.
Over and lunch, says umpire Harper. And New Zealand can walk off very happy with their morning's work.
Lofted in the air. And again, nobody moves in field for England. It's a shovel from Daniel Vettori. He moves on to 50-52. Offside again. Beautiful shot. Terrific shot. Another chase for Hoggard, but brings another boundary to Daniel Vettori.
Here's a good stroke. Again, Vettori seeing that the man is up. He was back in the last over, but Michael Vaughan decided to bring him up anyway. Vettori's gone all the way, and he's picked up his first 6.
It's nice. Another chase for a fast bowler down side bottom. Gives it away. Boundaries are flowing. 10 so far.
Not tease him into a stroke. Ah, there it goes. Straight up, and Peterson will have him. Ah, you see, the temptation was too great for Taylor, and an awful stroke ends a fine innings.
Square.
Well, the 2 men in the deep really haven't picked that up at all. Doesn't matter, it's gone straight between the 2 of them. Another 4 for Vettori. He moves into the 80s. Man's gone square. Peterson bowls a full toss and good batting from Vettori. He realised the man had gone square and he's just clipped it through mid-wicket.
That's going to go for 4. 4 more to the total. Nice to sweat, well controlled.
In Auckland, 4 more. Steved away over leg side, 450 on the board for New Zealand, 451 for 7. So Anderson is looking for form. They've seen what he can do in the one day. Stuart Broad.
That's out. It's a clever little delivery from Paul Collingwood. Just a bit of an off-cutter. It means that Daniel Vettori will not make 100 here today. But nonetheless, the New Zealand captain has played a major role throughout this second day. It's a nice shot. Harmison goes down, but never gets close to the ball, and that is going to race away. Very nicely timed. 4 runs, another 4 runs. And Steve Harmison's day is not improving.
Cracked away into the offside, and before more.
Good shot. And once again, there are 2 men out in the deep, neither of whom has really seen that. Edged and taken. It's a change which has worked for England. Ryan Sidebottom has deserved all of his successes. And that was a pretty orthodox dismissal. Patel just stretching a bit.
Didn't take long. That's why he's got all those ducks. And Ryan Sidebottom finishes with 4 for 90, the best figures of the innings, and New Zealand bowled out eventually for 470. Here's Martin. Interesting start, Michael. Round the wicket straight away to the left-hander.
Yeah, no surprise in the sense that he did that throughout the one-day series. He also... It's well bowled, but it's a thickish outside edge from the England captain. And it'll run away to bring him his first boundary.
Lovely, lovely straight bat presented to the bowler.
Cracked away, nobody moves, reaches the boundary quickly.
Get him in close, get him part of the action.
Beautiful shot from Cook. He waited and waited and waited for that Patel delivery before committing himself on top of the bat. That's a lovely shot. We saw it from Cook off Patel. Now Vaughan getting in on the act to complete that Oram over. 44 without loss.
Right, you don't need to run for that. That would bring up the 50 partnership straight down the ground.
And that brings up the 50.
It's nicely timed. That will go all the way. It's very well timed.
Good shot. Very nicely played indeed. That's going to go for 4. Swept fine enough to be well away from the deep square leg. That's gone straight up. There is a man out at deep square leg, and that's a good catch. Just had to make the ground to get there. Nick Horsley is the man who's taken the catch. He's the substitute fielder.
That's gone. The safest pair of hands in world cricket. Stephen Fleming at first slip. He doesn't miss those, and in my opinion, a waste of a wicket by England. Sending in the night watchman, Matthew Hoggard. Andrew Strauss off the mark, and he'll be on strike when play commences tomorrow morning. England finishing the second day's play here at Seddon Park, Hamilton, on 87 for 2.